Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad al-Nabi al-Ummi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Okay, so this is a brief look at Alif Ba Ta, the Arabic alphabet with correct Tajweed, inshallah. Tajweed is very important because the meanings of Quran and of Islamic texts can be changed. The meaning can be changed if the letters are pronounced incorrectly. So it's very important to try to get the correct pronunciation. Inshallah, we'll do as best as we can over the phone, but ideally that the Tajweed should always be learned with an Ustad face to face. So, Bismillah, we'll run through them here and we'll go through a few of the type of misconceptions or some of the general mistakes that are made by different types of people. And so here we have Alif, Ba, Ta, Tha. Now, Tha is pronounced with the tongue outside the teeth. Tha. And it should not be confused with Sa. Right? So many people often, instead of saying Tha, as you would use in English, you would say thank you. Tha. Thank you, for example. Okay? They will say Sa for Tha. Okay? Jim, Ha. Now, Ha should not be confused with Ha. Okay? Ha, Ha. The closest English example that Ha you would say if you were hacking something, or if you were doing a very impolite laugh, you would laugh like ha, for example. It's the only example I know of in the English language. So ha, in this sense, it comes from the middle of the throat, the Adam's apple, the ball in the neck, in the throat, deep in the throat. Ha, alhamdulillah. Right? So we don't say alhamdulillah. We'll explain this later. This comes from the chest, ha. So you wouldn't say ha for hack, but you'd say ha for help, right? So it comes, ha comes deeper from the chest. Ha, from the throat. Kha. Kha is one of the first full mouth letters in the Arabic language here, the Alif Ba Ta. Kha meaning full mouth. So we don't say kha, right? We say kha, khalidina fiha, right? We don't say khalidina fiha. Kha, full mouth. A general basic rule for pronouncing full mouth letters is that you make your mouth into as an O shape. Kha, like this. Dal, Dhal. Now it's very important that Dhal should be pronounced correctly. Now, Dhal is pronounced with the tongue outside the teeth. Dhal. It should not be confused with Za. Okay? Many people will say, instead of Dhal, they will pronounce Za. Right? They will say, instead of Dhikr, they will say Zikr. Okay? Za is a word, and Za, is a letter of its own. Dhal is its own letter as well. So the teeth, the tongue outside the teeth. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. A'udhu. Okay? Not a'uzu. Okay, so hopefully that's clear. Ra. Ra, when a fatha is over it, it is also a full mouth letter like kha. Kha, full mouth. So the mouth is in like an O shape. Kha. Also, Ra, whenever there's a fatha over it, Ra also, full mouth. Ri, Ru, then this is different. Then this is what's called empty mouth. There are 7 full mouth letters in the Arabic alphabet. Za, Sin, Sheen, Sad, So again, sometimes people will say Sin and Sod. They will confuse these two, okay? Now, Sod is a full mouth letter. So again, the mouth like an O shape. Sod. Sin is empty mouth. Sin, Sod. Hayya ala Salah. We don't say Salah. We don't say Hayya ala Salah. But we say Hayya ala Salah. But we would say Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. We won't say Salamu alaikum. Right? So Dad is also a full mouth letter. Dad should not be also confused with Za or Va. Okay? Many people will kind of say Wala Zalin. Zalin. So this is incorrect. Or they will say Wala Dhalin. Okay? Wala Dalin. So Bad is also a full mouth letter, and let's say is in way is closer to like a full mouth dal, da. But the tongue is on the rim of the teeth on the side of the mouth and is a full and heavy letter. Bad. Wala dalin. Okay? This letter takes a lot of work usually because there's no language which has this specific sound in the world except Arabic. Sometimes Arabic is called the language of Dad. Ta, also a full mouth letter. Ta. Okay? Shouldn't be confused with Ta, which is not full mouth. Ta is empty mouth, yeah? And what? Ta. Talibin. Right? For students. You don't say talibin. Okay? Ta. Va. Okay? Va is also full mouth and shouldn't be confused with Dhal or with Za. Okay? We don't say Zalimin, but we say Zalimin. Okay? Ain. Ain also is often confused with Hamza and with Alif. So that they will say Assalamu alaikum. When it's Assalamu alaikum. See? Ain. We don't say A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. We say A'udhu. So Ain is pronounced in such a way that there is like a catch in the bottom of your throat. Ain. It's not in any of the subcontinent languages or in English or European languages. Ain is very specific to Arabic, and so it has to be practiced. Ain. A'udhu. Assalamu alaikum. An'amta alayhim. We don't say an'amta alayhim, right? An'amta alayhim. Ghain is a full mouth letter again. Ghain. Ghain. Fa. Qaf. Kaf. Okay? So Qaf is full mouth and is pronounced from the bottom of your throat. Qaf. Qaf. Now Kaf is pronounced from the top of the mouth. When we say Kaf, like karate or like Kit Kat, okay? The way we would use like a K. But Qaf is the way we would use maybe in English like a Q, right? We don't use the sound Qa in English. But Qaf is full mouth. Kaf is empty mouth. Lam, Mim, Noon, Wow, Ha. Now, Ha is pronounced differently from Ha. Ha comes from the chest. Ha, right? So we say Alhamdulillah. We don't say Alhamdulillah. Okay? But Hada Sirat Mustaqim. Hada. Okay? Ha. Hamza. Hamza is like an empty letter. It depends on the harakat that is around it. Ya, ya. And so inshallah, this short, 10 minutes as a basic introduction to Alif Ba Ta. I hope that inshallah that it helps, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make everything easy and give us all tawfiq to pronounce this revealed language with correct tajweed inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.